This is the crazy story of a couple who was about to get engaged, then get kidnapped by a satanic cult, left stranded in the woods for 7 days, and when the police started investigating, realized one of them was the head of the cult. This is Julian and Carolyn, and they had been dating for 2 years. She was still in high school, and so they were waiting till after high school to get engaged, get married, and they were both saving themselves for each other. While driving off to their favorite picnic spot, Julian spotted an animal and wanted to go check it out. Carolyn decided to wait in the car. When he got back to the car, she was tied up naked, and a masked group of people tied him up and stripped all his clothes off as well, and then threw him in the back of a van and took off with him. After driving for a bit, the car was opened and they were thrown out of it. They had no clothes on. They didn't know where they were. They didn't know what they were doing. They found a sleeping bag and they decided to sleep in that, but they were naked, cold, and alone. Each day they tried to make it further and further back to the town, and eventually they came across a farmer who helped get them rescued by the police. Once the police started asking questions, though, that's when this took a turn for the unsuspected. What ended up actually happening that they found out was Julian was trying to have intercourse with her and kept pushing the button of saying we should just get married now out here in this open field and consummate our marriage to keep ourselves warm. And he had drummed up this master plan for them to be kidnapped, held out in the woods so that he could end up having intercourse with her. Long story short, he ends up getting in trouble for kidnapping. But if that wasn't crazy enough, before he went to jail, he fled the country. Eventually, they did catch him. They had him flown back here, and he had to serve 7 years, 9 months, an additional 6 months, which seems pretty low for fleeing the country, but it was an additional 6 months put on there for fleeing the country.